Ladies and gents, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video. So if you can cast your minds back to a year or a couple of years ago, Noel Clarke, this gentleman below, actor from Doctor Who, Torchwood, Adulthood, Kidulthood, wrote and directed them as well, and a couple of other great films. He was accused of quite the heinous crime by quite a few people, but on Friday he actually's taken a few of them to court, and this is one of the outcomes. Actress said to have been this by Noel Clarke says it's untrue. Louise Dillon said she has never been touched inappropriately by Clarke and that she supports him. Now obviously you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. What has Dan Wootton got to do with all of this? Well, he put out a tweet. The Guardian literally destroyed the life and career of superstar actor Noel Clarke over false allegations.
Why are you talking about Dan Wootton and him putting out this sentence, Dan?
Well, he put this out. They tried desperately to do the same with me for political reasons before apologising and paying substantial damages. Today in court, the woman they claimed was this by Noel said it never happened and the newspaper didn't even bother to speak to her about the lies. Do not trust MSM witch hunts. Mr. Wootton, you are the biggest hypocrite and one of the most vilest people on this planet. You have done all of this yourself to other people. Saying by here, the newspaper didn't even bother to speak to her about the lies. Did you speak with all the people who you put all those horrible articles about out? No, you didn't. Did you speak to Lily Allen? No. Did you speak to, Prince Harry and all them? No. Did you actually speak with Johnny Depp asking him all these things that AH had you right? No. Obviously, this is why we are here, folks, because of the Johnny Depp situation. But everything in this tweet is literally the words of a hypocrite. They really are. And when you go down into the comment section as well, which you will in a moment, it's actually rather fascinating to see how many people are against him because, well, he is just, like I said, a vile human being. We've made numerous videos regarding Dan Wootton, regarding his GB News tenure, I think is probably the best way to describe it. We had some of the first information before any of the news outlets regarding him leaving it. It's Mr. Wootton, he's a hypocrite. There's nothing nice to say about this man. But as I said, let's go down into the comments. Now in the comments, we got Melanie by here. You've heard people. Here's what you could do to help. Write about how you got involved in the AH hoax. How you fell for it. How it led you to attack on not only Depp, but JK. What tipped you off you were perpetuating a hoax? How can others spot the red flags? Well, Melanie, he's not going to tell people about that because he is one of those people. If he tells you red flags about what gave it away, he's just giving away his secrets. You got Andy, and you did it to Johnny Depp. We'll never forget. But you got Sarah by here, which is actually a really interesting one because she's posted a link to Daily Mail when he was writing for the Daily Mail back in 2022. This is what Sarah wrote. You personally helped a woman destroy the life of the man she did this to. You dubbed him this. The name still persists even though he proved she was lying. Witch hunts, you were the one in front carrying the flaming torch. Take several seats. And obviously she's put out this. Both Amber and I offered to meet with Rowling separately to explain what we knew about Depp's behaviour, but she rebuffed our attempts to reach out. And she posted this photo of the two. But going back to this first of all, this is a very interesting sentence that he put out. So he was going to go and speak with J.K. Rowling by himself, without AH and everything, to explain what he knew about Johnny Depp's behaviour. So, Mr. Wootton, have you got people who are better than the private investigators who were hired by AH and her law firm to dig up dirt on him? Because they're some of the best in the world at what they do. They could find dirt on the Pope. They couldn't find anything on Johnny Depp. But you know, don't you, Mr. Wootton? You know. Care to explain that? You won't because you can't. You don't know anything about his behaviour. You really don't. And it wouldn't surprise me if you would be like, oh, well, she told me this. Well, that's not you knowing separately, is it? That's just you going to say something because, ooh, I can put this as a headline. I can get a bonus. There's all these kind of things going on. And the article that Sarah has actually put out on the Daily Mail, like I said, is one of his old articles. And this is what it is. JK has a spectacular list of achievements to her name, but her courage in defying the cancel mob is her crowning glory. And as you can see, you got it all by here first, in the first couple of sentences, that what he did in the article regarding Johnny Depp, and that she actually at one point threatened to sue him. And it's interesting to see that he kept putting out all these articles regarding Johnny Depp, going against people. Obviously, you do have a couple of sad issues where things that he did got out of hand and other people end up hurt. There's those sort of things. But going back to the tweet that he put out, you got Dr. Truth by here. Monumental hypocrisy. You are shameless about what you did to Johnny Depp and the many others whose lives you have made a misery with your vile tabloid harassment/filth. Which is very true. We did a video a while ago where Lily Allen, she nearly had a meltdown and almost just gone because of what he put out. She was drunk at a festival. She was passed out due to this. And I think he said as well that she was taking some sort of illegal substance, which, again, there's him. Go look at this. Go make fun of her or do whatever. If you actually think about it, when he started doing all these horrible things and putting out all these articles, imagine if social media was just as vile and horrible as it is now was back then. Imagine that. That would be absolutely insane. But you got Brooke, girl, are you serious? Jem, F years, since the wig baboon gave you a free pass. But then you have this one by here, which is a tweet that he put out in March of last year. After being falsely accused by a deranged ex, why I now admit it was wrong to ever get involved in Johnny Depp's private life. So with that one there, again, so many things that we could just rip apart. One, him saying it was wrong to ever get involved. So out of the thousands of articles that you wrote about people, are you saying that you should have never have got involved in them ones either? There's so many things. But obviously it all comes back to him saying, the MSM, they're doing witch hunts. Mr. Wootton, you were the queen of witch hunts. You were. So many things that you did, Lorraine Kelly and all that kind of stuff. Then obviously GB News, The Sun, where again, you said that it was your court case against Johnny Depp. We did the whole, on the wall whiteboard, linking everything from the judge, the judge's son, the links to Murdoch, the links to you, the judge's wife, attending a dinner where AH was one of the guests because the judge's wife is a friend of the person who literally defended AH. You can't make any of this stuff up because it's so intricate and it's like, yeah, that's just stupid. The judge's son worked with you. It's absolutely insane how all the red twine and it all mixes and matches. But it's just so much going on that if you just look, everyone is just like, yeah, they're all against him, which is absolutely hysterical. And to be honest with you, I'm glad that all these people are having a go with him. And, they're trying to oh my God, this is what they're doing. You got one person out of everything we've seen here. That's so bad. They ruined this guy. Going down. You also did this in a Johnny Depp. You did Johnny Depp. This you, mate. Yep, you could have done the right thing and called her out for the effing liar that she is. Don't sit on the fence. You were lied to. She lied. Johnny Depp deserves a massive apology from you. Squeaky Blinder, he wasn't lied to. He wasn't. Because with the way that Dan Wootton operates with The Sun, the News of the World, when he's been the editor, he's been the entertainment editor and all these other things. Hell, when he became the top dog in The Sun, instead of actually having news on the front page, he decided to put things out there regarding Cheryl Cole's tattoo and all this other stuff. Literally, he turned it into a gossip rag more than it already was. But I just find this absolutely hysterical that this man, he thinks he can go out there, say all of this stuff, and be like,
nope, I am so sorry. This man, oh my god, Witch Hunt, MSM, they're all doing this. They tried to get me.
Karma came for you when you got let go from GB News. You know, karma came for you. And that is it. And to be honest with you, I'm glad it did. But now you're out here, you're trying to be like, oh, I'm fighting for the everyday person. You're not. You are literally fighting for yourself because no one will hire you. That's just the gist of it. If you are new to the channel, folks, like and subscribe. Let us know what you think about all of this down below. Remember, we actually have quite a number of videos regarding Dan Wootton and all the heinous things that he used to do. And I will put that playlist at the end. So like and subscribe, folks, and I'll see you soon.